All right, guys. Fulu coming to you with another uh, product review. So, if you've been rocking with me, you all know that like my favorite products are, when it comes to the boxing side of things, that my favorite products are from Everlast, Winning, and Grant. You know, I feel like you can't go wrong. Due to the fact that I'm out of town right now in this boxing gym that I'm like currently getting work at is like heavily like pro rival. They have like rival everything. I may go ahead and get like try rival out, try some rival boxing gloves out. I've never really messed with them, never really tried them before, so maybe I will try them. But everybody knows my go-to things are Grant, Winning, and Everlast. They know that's what I like. Now, I want to say that you know, Winning, they're mostly known for their boxing gloves, but they do make accessories. And they're known for their boxing and their sparring gear. They're not really known for like other things. But I basically was given some Winning ham wraps, as you see. And what I can say about these ham wraps is they're very minimalist, okay? Meaning that, and I used them last night, by the way, so that's why they're a little bit wrinkly and stuff like that. But anyhow, they're very minimalist hand wraps. They're not really like hand wraps that are very, very heavy. They're almost like the kind of hand wraps that you use to kind of cushion your knuckles so you don't hurt yourself. Like they're like kind of like those hand wraps. They're kind of like the hand wraps where you just pretty much fold up and then you just go ahead and tie your hand that way. These are how these work. But they're not like, unlike the other ones, they're not one use only, so to say, because they do have, on the Velcro. You see the Velcro, right? So with that being said, there's a couple of pros and there's a couple of cons to these things. The pros is that other ham wraps, for some reason, like depending on how you put them on and things like that, they're going to they may create a little bit of discomfort when you're wearing them, due to the simple fact that they are that the way you wrap your hands may present that kind of discomfort. However, with these Winning hand wraps, you kind of don't have to worry about that because they're so minimalist. Like if you just get regular hand wraps, they're usually thicker for the sake of protection. you know the other thing about these hand wraps too, like with these ones, is that you kind of don't have to worry about your hands being sweaty, because of the simple fact they're so minimalist, and there's like, when you look closely, there's like ventilation with them. So that's another pro. Now the con, I would say, is that because they are so like narrow and they are so thin, it's easy for them to like be rolled up. You see it right here, how it's like, it looks almost like a noodle kind of way. That, that's it's kind of tricky, because when you're wrapping your hands, it may end up like that because it's so narrow, and because it's so thin. So that's one thing that I was like, you know. Another thing about them too is that I guess although they are like a fishhowl, right? It's kind of like you kind of second guess yourself and feel like, okay, is this enough cushion? Is this enough for my hands to be wrapped? Do I need to wrap my hands again? You know what I mean? Like, you kind of question that. But Most of the time, you with these you won't have to do it, but you know, sometimes you just be feeling like that. But if I had to choose a score out of a possible four, these would get like a 3. You know what I mean? They have their pros and they have their cons, as I said, you know. And yeah, man, some if it depends on what kind of hand wraps you like. If you like minimalist hand wraps, these are the ones for you. You know, if you like hand wraps that will not make your hands hella sweaty, these are the ones for you. You know, but if you prefer those extra layers in a thicker hand wrap, then these aren't the ones for you. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now. Foolish signing out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments, like and subscribe, and jot on them.